Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Fan-Made Death Battle. Here we go. It's supposed to be a secret, but it's no secret that But with these two birds that can't fly, which one is the strongest? And we're here to find out which one's the strongest. I'm Fabian, the mascot for Fan-Made Death Battle. And this is Perry versus Skipper. Ever since they were little kids, these three have been walking around the ice age. Or I've been walking around the snow and ice as a team. Their first mission was to save an egg that had a little baby bird in. Although they weren't able to get back to the place they were able to save the bird, and it hatched. And that bird they named him Private. He was the cute and cuddly one of the team, as they say, but he does have some advantages to the team. And there's Kowalski, the brains of the team, and sometimes a good fighter as well, but can sometimes get distracted. And there's Rico, the one that kind of can't talk, but is the one that carries all the weapons inside of him, and also the explosive one. These are all the penguins from the team, but we'll mostly be discussing about their leader, which is Skipper. Skipper's the strongest one of his team. And ever since he was a little kid, he wanted to reject nature by going out and seeing the world. Although literally in the first movie, he actually decided to go back. He decided to go back to the ice place where they were, because I don't know, he kind of got bored, or he felt like it wasn't good for him that much, so that's why he decided to go back. But luckily he changed his mind and stuff. Although he never went back to the zoo. He can lead his team through a place they've been or never been before. Skipper is strong enough to hit someone and knock them out. Just like that. And they can also blend in. He can drive a car. And a plane. He can even control a jetpack that goes literally the speed of sound. Or any way fast that they want to go. Skipper has mastered karate. He can even use materials at his advantage to get through some tough situations. Although some of those things are good for him, the one disadvantage of that is that this is a one-on-one, not a four-on-one. So he can use his team to help him. Plus, and also Rico's the one that gives him most of those weapons, and Rico won't be that much of a help for him since he won't be there. Skipper has gone through a lot of stuff. Even one time in a Nickelodeon special of the series, he once lost his memories memories by an evil dolphin, but then again, his conscience, which was Alex the Lion from somebody, or the main character of the series, except not the TV show or the movie that we're talking about him, has been his conscience and helped him get through all this stuff. Even though, to be honest, he was just teaching him how to dance, kind of mostly, but yeah, he was able to shoot a Cheeto ripoff to hit a button. He's even helped his team out by just tossing a nickel, even all by himself. Even though Skipper can defeat all his team, he does still use them for adventures. Even when even even when one of them is in trouble, the rest can still help. The rest are still useful to him. But we all know that they're all psychotic little penguins. The reason why he's leader is because he can help his team out by getting attacked by Fusas. And they can even hit an old lady that's super strong. Him and his team even survived getting launched out of cannon using thousands of dynamites and fireworks. They even survived a plane crash. They're so powerful that it just took 4 of them to enter a vault that had thousands and thousands of gold, possibly billions. Although the only reason why they entered there is because there was another door there, and it had. And remember when I said about that Cheeto ripoff? That was basically what they were getting private for his birthday. Yeah. He was even able to dodge. He was even able to dodge lasers by using 1 nickel. And remember when I said about Alex teaching him how to dance? Well, that dance, that was actually useful to him because he was able to dance around missiles. Him and his team have been through a lot. Although, as I said last time, they're all psychotic little penguins.
Well, this sucks.
He's Agent P, or as some people like to call him, Perry the Platypus. Either way you do, or either way you tell him, he's a secret agent that works for ALCA, a secret organization without a cool acronym. Well, that's hard. When he was a little bit more little, he was adopted by Phineas and Ferb because of his eyes, and because of his eyes, they were both that. That's kind of what they convinced him. Not because of how good it looked, but because one eye was looking at Phineas and one eye was looking at Ferb. Yeah, they wanted a pet that could look at both of them at the same time. I don't blame them. Ever since then, Perry had been finding sneaky ways to make sure that they didn't follow him near the house, so he can enter a part of it that they don't know, so he can discuss with his boss. Agent Monogram has been always telling him that there's something fishy going on. Every time something bad happens, he tells Perry about it. No matter what it is, Perry always gets on with it. He always fights the villain no matter what the villain is. He's been finding sneaky ways to escape and go through the lab with Agent Monogram. He has a lot of gadgets and stuff. He always has one under. He sometimes has ones under his hat. He has a hovering motorcycle, or not a motorcycle. Well, I don't know what it is. He has a lot of abilities for him to use whenever he needs them. He can use his tail or foot to do homing attack. He's ridden other vehicles like a motorcycle or hoverboard. Yeah, it's a motorcycle. He has some good grip holding onto a rope that's held by a helicopter. The vehicles he used were so strong that one of them was able to carry all the Avengers. Well, almost all the Avengers. But it was able to carry some of them that were a little bit heavy. It was able to carry Phineas and Ferb, which were in a suit, as well. They were able to carry the Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Thor. Although it could have been a little bit more harder with Thor's hammer, but Thor's hammer was kind of not there. He has a rocket booster that was able to carry a full-grown man. It even has a turbo button on it. Well, it says it backwards in the photo that shows. He has a watch that can communicate with his boss. He is smart enough to write. And he knows words. He even has whistles whenever he's in trouble, so he can use them to his advantage. Although, the downside of it, that he actually can't use it to his advantage in this fight. Because, just like with Skipper, it's only a one-on-one fight. He can't use anybody else in it. He was able to use his hat as a saw blade. And it was able to use it to cut through stuff. He can even fight people, as one of his arch nemesis that I haven't even talked about yet, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, that's his name. And to be honest, he's an evil scientist. Although people think of him as a okay, well, to be honest, I don't know why they think or a pharmacist. I think that's what it's called, yeah. But to me, I don't know what a pharmacist is, so I wouldn't say he's a pharmacist. He kind of looks like a doctor, but then again, I would also be thinking that he would be just a normal scientist instead of a mad one, kind of. I don't know. But yeah, he has built lots of inventions, and he built lots of traps for Perry whenever he gets caught in one of them. Speaking of which, that's kind of one of the problems with him. That's kind of one of the problems. Whenever he goes into his lab, he always falls right into his traps. I kind of don't remember the episode, but I remember there was an episode that showed how many times Doofenshmirtz has been trapping Perry. Although it's not the full number, but it is most of it, since it is halfway in the series. Although it's kind of hard to tell, because if you don't consider like the final episode of how many times Perry was actually getting caught in, then well, yeah. But anyways, it's a little bit hard, but since there's like thousands of episodes, but if you just watch the episode Phineas's birthday, and then remember to count the number, and then just keep adding from all the episodes, then yeah, it could work. Although you can't count like the Star Wars crossover, because that's non-canon. Although no matter the trap he always finds a way to get out of it. He's strong enough to knock Doofenshmirtz out onto his feet. Literally. Perry can even survive lasers or laser attacks. He's even once teamed up with the Avengers.
You are what's been holding me back all these years. Oh, very clever. Take my accusing finger and point it back at me. So you think I'm responsible for my failures? What? You're wrong.
Alright, the combatants are set. So let's end this debate once and for all. Time for a death battle. Fan-made style. So this is the place where all the commotion has been going on. Alright, looks like I can handle this. What the? I can't understand you that much, but are you saying that this is your turf and I should get out? Sorry, bud, but I got this under control. Why don't you just go back? Like the fedora, by the way. Oh, so that's how it's gonna be, huh? What? This world isn't big enough for the both of us. The one that has to go? Well, I agree then. Why? Wait. Ah. Ah. Whoa. As tough as you are. Get over. Whoa. Yo, rocket. That's cool. Yeah. 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 I got you. Ah. Another building I see. Looks like you're not down. Let's take you out. Yeah. I'm not going down like this. You are. I'm too weak. I guess I should go back for my team, so then they can help me defeat that guy in the purple building. KO! Whoa! Now that was impressive. Now I know what all of you are gonna say. How did Skipper lose to Perry? I know some of you are saying. I know some of you that Perry's your favorite, and some of you have been saying why Perry should win. And I've been hearing rumors about that Perry should win because he fights solo and Skipper's on a team. Well, yes, that's mostly true. It's kind of also debunked. Let me explain. Now, if you guys remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Battle Royale video, you would know that Leonardo was able to take out all of his team, and that's kind of why Skipper won. He's kind of like the Leonardo. He was able to save his team. And, well, Perry, he just kind of on a routine with Doofenshmirtz, sort of. Plus, he's not much of a powerful villain. Plus, sometimes when there's a bigger and badder foe, he needs someone's help, whether it's the family in super special occasions, or when it's someone else, like the Avengers. Remember when I said the Avengers? Well, yeah, that's kind of the reason why he also wins against all the Avengers villains. P.S. The only Avenger villain I knew back then was Venom when I saw the special video, or the special episode, because I did not know the rest, but thanks to the rumors about a new series that's not canon to the Avengers series, which is... It starts with an M. It's one of those characters. It's with the big head. Yeah. So... they need it. Anyways, yeah, that's another character I know. But anyways... Yeah, sometimes Perry needs a team. One time he almost failed to a new bad guy because he was more powerful than Doofenshmirtz. But the only reason why Perry escaped was because of Doofenshmirtz building the device that traps Perry. Perry could have failed his mission, but thanks to Doofenshmirtz installing something in there, he actually was able to finish his mission.
I didn't push the release button I installed inside Perry the Platypus's cage.
Perry got hit in an ultimate timeline. Perry actually gets hit by a huge ball made of tinfoil, and he survived, but he was left in a full body cast after that. Yet he was able to survive it though. That's the biggest strength Perry has shown in the series entirely. But Skipper has some Toon Force, though. Even though you may say that Perry's in a cartoon, he does have some Toon Force, but not in the scale that Skipper does. As him and his team were able to survive on going out of a cannon with fireworks and TNT all at the same time. Perry doesn't have a lot of Toon Force, but actually has some Toon Force. As you know, Toon Force the only reason why Perry is even fighting Skipper is because of his Toon Force. Because normally pets wouldn't be able to, or platypuses wouldn't be able to do this. Yet all the things that Perry can do, but yet Perry can do these things, which is why he even faces Skipper in the first place. The winner is Skipper.
Don't you think we should tell them that the boat's out of gas? Nah, just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.